Alright everybody, Render79 here. We are on mission design video number 5. It's a mission editing in DCS. This is going to be a tutorial on more trigger actions and how to add a radio item. And we're also going to look at adding our friendly force ground units to our mission that we already have started. So let's go and open up our mission. Let me go to date modified here. Find our, so it's going to be version 6. Alright, so we went over last missions. We set up our 2A10s, their triggers for initial brief, extended brief. We also made our enemy reinforcements. They're going to spawn once 70% of the forces at Katasi are destroyed. And let me open that up for you. Here and here. So now we want to make our new units, or friendly units. We're going to make them spawn as well and start coming from the west to east to assist with taking over the airfield. And we're going to also add some radio items, so I can show you how to do that. So I'm going to hide these units. You just click on them and hide. Alright. Now we also, I gotta find out, I think it's right about here, we're gonna put a trigger point, a trigger zone that's gonna, when these vehicles spawn, the A10s probably will know because the Shokas will probably give off a radar signature. But we're gonna have them get about right here, and when I get about right here, we're gonna give a message to Hog Flight. Okay. So let me go and save this real quick, and I'm gonna open up what I already have. It's already tested and it worked. The trigger zone. Alright, go to edit 12. So I made east reinforced call out right here. That's right next to the circle. 1000. Let's see if it'll even copy and paste over for me. So I'm going to open up, oops, open up our 6, 7. We said next to the circle. And it didn't work. So let's go ahead and make our own trigger zone. Here, 1000. Right click on it, can move it. So when they get right here, which isn't too bad, we're gonna name this enemy reinforce. Sorry, my Yeti microphone's right at my keyboard. You can hardly type. Trigger. Okay, so that's simple. So let's go to our trigger menu. Alright, so we have our group is true. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and do once. Let's do toss reinforcement call out. Alright, when part of the group is in zone, which is going to be our enemy reinforcements and the enemy reinforcement trigger, we want, so we have our event, our condition to make it work, and our action. We want a couple of things to happen. Message to all. We're gonna, toss reinforcements coming in from the east. Let's just put this with 20. And I've already went over this for you guys, but let's go ahead and do sound to all. Do our Morse code. And we're also going to make a flag here. We're going to make new flag on. We're going to make this, let's say 5. So we have flags 1. You can look over here for your flags 2, 3. Flag 5. Okay. Alright, so that's good. So it's going to tell us when they're activated and they start moving on flag 5, everyone will get a message. So what I want to do next, that's just for 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and make it 30 or 25. So I got all this traffic. I got my window open. It's loud. Alright, so now we said we wanted to have friendly forces, ground forces. So you gotta look at this though. Look at your parameters here. We have a little river to cross here. This big river which I can't cross. This one I can, and one coming in from the west. So unless they come through all this heavy urban terrain or start here and go up, it's not going to be practical. So what I've done, say this again, I did a test. That's a good thing about this. You can copy and paste units at least. Let's open up number 12. Alrighty, here's our little friendly convoy or friendly reinforcements, and you've seen here they're gonna spawn in and go up this river, cross the river, come here, then line out and kind of defend this perimeter here. So, and I did the same thing like last video. From 0 to 1 is 0 to 1 is 20 speed. At 1 it goes to 36. 2, 32.4. I have it locked, so progressively it's a little faster and faster until it gets to this waypoint. So this works pretty well. It's not, they'll hug the river, and it should take them from start to finish 8, almost 9 minutes to get there. So from this point to this point, they should probably be getting close to the enemy units coming in and then friendly forces coming in. So let's go ahead and we got to look where it's at here. It's at this is about this curve and this curvature. We're at 70929. Let's copy this. Okay, we said the curvature 70. 929. Let's just get close enough. That's close enough. Alright, so all I'm going to do here is just make sure they're not too close to this building. So they'll clear the building pretty easy. So just check your waypoints, make sure they're good. Change that a little bit, just a little bit. Cross the river. Go up. Get on a line here. Alright, so we have on late activation, so we put that little flag on 5 on our trigger menu. Flag on 5. So we're gonna have the friendly forces spawn. So I'm gonna put new. Time sense in our condition. Time sense flag 5 will be, let's put 45 seconds. So that gives enough time for the first trigger, the sound to go through and the text. And we're going to do group activate. That's our should be our friendly reinforcements, Blue Katasi River. That's what I named them. Let's go ahead and do a message to all. I forgot to do something real quick. I'll do that. Sound to all. Let's do Morse. Alright, we're set there. Now let's go ahead and put this as dun dun dun, since we don't have the text in there. Alright, so basically what will happen is when 70% of these enemies are destroyed, these reinforcements will start coming in, and once they get right here, 45 seconds later, after we get a message saying enemy forces them from the east, then we'll have our friendly ground forces moving in, taking their positions line abreast when they get right here, airfield. So it'll be a pretty good battle. Okay, now you don't want to throw a curveball on anything, but let's say for example you're down real low on ammo. Okay, so you got 2 A-10s, they're coming in, the friendly U.S. forces are getting slaughtered. Okay, let's say they get here, they get to the edge of this runway here, and they're getting just pummeled. So we're going to do something a little different here. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's save this. The reason I'm doing this is I know these I've already tested these. They have worked. These callouts or these triggers. So what we got here is 2 friendly Georgian SC-25Ts. Okay, and I have them. Let's go to advanced. Show advanced. So waypoint 0. They're late activation. Then I search, then engage, and zone. Okay. So what we did there, all I did, and I want to turn. I want to delete that. There we go. I don't want the other one on. So let's hide this real quick. Back to waypoint 1. So they're going to spawn, and then I can start. I'm going to actually turn off the comm. I don't want them talking. I'll make their zone a little bit bigger, so you can go to edit. And I turn. What I've done is I went to start and route task, search and engage in zone. It's going to be #1 priority. And I'm going to make their zone a little bit bigger. Let's do 7,000, just in case that enemy convoy gets jacked up a little bit. Is it at 7,000 already? Let's try 8. It's not moving for some reason. Weird. Actually, you know what I'm doing wrong? Yeah, there we go. Sorry, this is our perimeter search and zone, so we're good at where we're at. My bad on that one. I was thinking this was their search parameters. Alright, let's go back to 6,000, I guess. See how big that one is. Alright, so that's plenty. They're gonna start searching. And I have them edit. I have them, and what you do is I have them, they're not going to go after air, they're just going to go after ground targets and AA, and no naval. You can just click on, click off those options. So that's what they're going to do. And then they're going to do that until there's no more enemy in this target area. But I don't want them spawning just for the hell of it, right? So we're going to find out where they're at. I got 2 of them. Let me show you. Gun pod. They really need those big beasts. I'm just going to keep them on there. So Uzi 101 and Uzi 12. Alright, I don't like the fact they have the same board number, but they're a different coalition or country, but I don't usually like that. So same board number as our A10s. So what we're gonna do is copy and paste. I'm gonna show where they're at in the maps here. Let's see, we got 1, 2 red lines, actually 3. 1, 2, 3. To Shuni. Alright. Let's look forward to Shuni. Where was that at? Should look at the grid score there. I said 3. There we go. So over here. Anyways, I'm just gonna plop them down. See what happens. All right, let's just fire a little bit. Make sure our altitude around when they spawn is actually they're higher, which they are. All right, so early activation. So how are we gonna get this to work? How are we going to make this work? Do we want them to come in? We want the player to be able to call these guys in if needed. All I'm going to do is let's go to our triggered actions. I'm going to make this a new trigger. Ground forces 50% dead. Okay, that's what we're gonna have. So our friendly ground forces, if they're 50% dead, we're getting an option to call these guys in. Okay. New group alive less than. That's gonna be our friendly Katasi reinforcements. I'm gonna put 50. So if 50% are still alive, or yeah, 50% are still alive, then next action here, what we're going to do is radio item add for group, coalition, country. What we're going to do, I'm going to do this for the group. I'm going to do it for Hog 1. So Hog 1, I'll name this. This is going to be in the radio, the F10 options, okay? Show you how this works. So call for SC25 support, and then make this flag number 10 just for the, and value 1 means true, value 0 means false. So that's true, okay? Now, so if 50% of the ground forces are dead, radio item add for group, but the group's not going to know, right? Unless you tell them, hey, you have a new radio item, because they're not just going to know it. The F10 option is available. So mention to all, F10 option available for SU25T support. Let's do it 15 seconds. So you see it. We're also going to do a sound to all or sound to group. Okay, this is time because I just want Hog 1 to see this. Open Morris. And we're also, I'm sorry, we'll message a group, and the group will be Hog 1. So we're going to add an item once this condition is met. 50% of our ground forces are down. Radio item add for coalition or for group, message to group, sound to group. Okay. Now we have to make it so when they actually push the option, which they'll make, what it does is they push F10 option and they push the call for support. Flag 10 is true. So we're going to clone this real quick. Actually, we're just going to start. It's easier. Ground. Actually, you know what? I'm going to clone this because it's a lot easier with the radio menu. Delete this. Alright. SE25T. Activate. We're going to put time since flag. That was flag 10, right? We'll put 1 second. I just like to put a little buffer in here sometimes. Just a little bit of a buffer. Alright, radio item add for group. We're going to go ahead and make this radio item remove. And I'll explain in a second. Alright. Message to group. We're going to delete that. Delete that. So they're not going to know. I'm not going to give them too much information. But basically, once the 50% of the enemy friendly forces are down, we're going to add a radio item to Hog 1. Message to Hog 1 saying F10 option available for 15 seconds and sound so he can hear. He'll hear this. So I'll give him a heads up. Once he activates it. So once he goes in, pushes the F10 option for SU25 support. Flag number 10 will become true. Once that's true for 1 second, we're going to have radio item removed from group. And really important here, I'm glad I went through this. Group activate. That might help, right? Right. Alright. So, there we go. So we have our S25s here. And we're good to go. So let's make sure their waypoints are still good. Okay, search, engage, and zone. Good. Good. I don't like the fact they're a different board number though. Or same board number as our 810s. Don't like that at all. I might mainly change that. Just for shits and giggles, I don't like that at all. Even though they're a different country. Actually, I'll leave it for now. We'll do some testing and see if that... Maybe it's country specific. If you have the same board number for different countries, it's okay. Alright. So we got that. Get that going. So we have... This is going to happen. These are going to spawn, start heading out, message to us. when they get here, friendly ground forces start coming in. Then if these forces take 50% casualties, these will start coming in. Alright, so it's getting good. Now, I want to go over something else. Define mission goals, okay? Now this is going to basically tell, if you're doing single player, it will give you at the end of the mission, you get an option where it says, success, failure. This is how they determine that. If you have 51 points or more in a mission, then you're successful. I think it's 51 or 51. 50 is neutral, I believe, and anything under 50 is failure. So we're going to do some mission goals here. Online, you're blue. Remember that. 20 points for Kutasi, AAA, dead. That means all the AAA at Kutasi, if it's dead, that group get 20 points. Condition to make this work is group dead, Kutasi AAA, done. Easy as that. Next one, 20 points again. Blue. Kutasi ground units, ground armor, group 1 dead. Condition, group dead. Kutasi number group 1. So we got 40 points now if you get both those objectives. New. And do 20 to put it over the edge there. Kutasi reinforcement units dead. Blue. Group dead. Kutasi reinforcement. So if you complete all 3 objectives like we had in our scenario, our first video, get 60 points and the mission will be over. Okay, so, but how do you know in game if it's over? Okay, let's make a trigger here. New. Enemy group's dead. Group dead. Group 1, clone. AAA group, clone. Enemy reinforcements, clone. Okay. Actually, I'm going to scratch that. I've done this before, and since you have late activation, sometimes you do this and it doesn't see the unit as being active. So you have something on, so it treats it as dead, or this doesn't work right. So I'm going to do something a little different. Let's keep enemy group 1. We'll do flag on 1000. Let's clone this. AAA 2000. Clone it, and we'll do reinforcements 3000. Okay. So we have 3 different type or events, conditions. So 1000, 2000, 2000. Okay. So now we're going to make another one. Let's put all dead. We're just doing a test here. Flag is true. We said 1000. Clone this 2 times. 2000. This is the way I do it. You don't have to do this way. You can do that group dead, but this is easier. Now we're going to put message to all. 20 seconds. Test. Mission success. RTB. Message to all, or sound to all. Morse code. So basically, since this is a major event here, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So, and we could also go back in our mission goals and put flag as true, Let's say instead of putting group dead, you just put flag on 1000, flag on 2000, but we're okay for now. So these 3 groups are dead, mission end. So that's the basic part right now. Now we're probably gonna add this little curveball in. Might be kind of fun. We'll do that next video. Have some AI aircraft, 2 aircraft here, spawn when a certain percentage of forces are down in the Callouts. Will spawn in the hazards. You won't know at first. When those doors open and then start taxiing, either way, I'll make a trigger either way. I taxi. I'll give an alert telling Hog Flight, hey, you got some some MiG-25s or something about to taxi and take off. Take them out. So I'll get everyone. It'll change up the mission a little bit, and I'll do that in the next video. So let's go over what we did today. We went over radio items to a group. Went over adding aircraft to spawn off of a late activation with the radio item. Went over trigger zones again. Late activation of units. We're trying to synchronize these units. Went over the routes a little bit, and we went over mission goals. And we also went over flags, a little more advanced than flags. We haven't gone over randomization yet, but that's where we're at in our mission. So it's going pretty well. We're getting there. Hope you guys enjoying this. In our next video, we're gonna go ahead and try to finish this up. We're gonna actually finish the text. We're gonna also do a test. I'm gonna show you how I test missions without having to get in the air and kill all these units. I'm gonna show you a little trick to test this to make sure he's working, and so on. We're also gonna add those 2 surprise aircraft, and we'll go from there. So hope you guys enjoy. This is mission editing tutorial video number 5. So I will talk to you guys soon. Say this real quick. Ranger 79 out.